but
Can't believe it's correct. It's on.
we have a baby and another one on the way, so it's great, yeah.
You guys ready? We're live. All right, very good. All right, good afternoon, everyone. We'll call the meeting of the Civil Service Commission to order. Our first item on the agenda was the approval of the minutes from the June 21st meeting. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the minutes have been approved. The new business, the first item is a residency waiver for building inspector 2 position. Chris is gonna talk about that.
So we had, the position was vacated early this year, it was after the holidays, so January, we posted the new position. And did not receive any applications for about 4 months, maybe more, a little more, and then we, made a request for legislation, to city council to amend the salary so that it could be increased, maybe recruit somebody for that position. That was posted for about a month, and when we got 3 applications, 2 of them resided in Broome County and 1 did not. And of the 3 candidates, the only qualified candidate was the one who lives in Greene, which is just outside the county line, that's Chenango County. 1 candidate hasn't worked in 12 years and didn't really have a background. The other one really didn't have experience in the field. So we had 1 candidate who has a civil engineering degree, military experience, and some hands-on employment experience with BAE and another manufacturing company. So we're asking for a waiver for the best candidate to be hired, even though he has a Chenango County residence.
So it's like, it's not a 3-month waiver, this is a permanent waiver.
Yeah. This is, we're not a huge pool to choose from.
Yeah, right.
We're probably 6 months of advertising the position. We got 3 candidates and only 1 of them disqualified to hold the position, so.
What's the new salary for the position? Would you raise it?
It's 57.4.
Or from what you raise it from?
42.4.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
wow.
But that's what stimulated the interest.
yeah, that was the only time we got applications. That's when it was at 42.4 and no one even that. We have other positions that are still vacant. I don't know. Even after increasing those salaries as well, we're not getting any applications. We need 0. And so we're,
No, they don't.
What's hard, well, some of it's hard for technical positions too. I mean, if you're a laborer, it's one thing, you got a broader pool, but we have. Need some technical background for this position. It narrows your pool, obviously.
and we're more and more dependent on technology in this position. So it's not just a matter of being a good, framer or roofer. You really need to have a firm grasp of computer programs. In the tablet, the cell phone, and the databases, and it's really the administrative part of the job is pretty complex. It's no longer just everything on a Word document.
And he's got no interest in moving to Broome County. I assume he just went to, that's a long time
I just
resident.
moved here from Alaska.
Or did he?
I mean, it was probably a year ago or more, but not more than 2 years ago. And he's with his wife and 4 kids. So now that they're established in the school district, I don't think he was thinking about movement. But yeah, lifelong Alaskan resident just moved to this area.
He's the other way around.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts or questions?
Well, the county approved that you could hire from neighboring counties, right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah, we just changed our, like, you sent out the legislation because it's no longer have to be a city resident, you have to be a county resident.
right.
And then, and then we have the option if they don't live in the county, we can give them a waiver. But they have to live in the state though, right?
Yes, yeah.
So if they live, hypothetically, this guy lives in Bradford County, it
Yeah.
would be a different issue, right? For Pennsylvania.
And it's also.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah,
Right, it's probably
Like county, the county you can.
we're admitting for the county.
Yes,
but for us,
yes, right.
Okay. Any other thoughts? Otherwise, entertain a motion.
I'll make a
Is
motion.
there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Fantastic,
It's
thank
too
you.
bad no one wants to-
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, you're trying to get at least some, I mean, the city was always, I mean, I was always obviously an advocate of living in the city.
Yeah,
But I understand the dynamic there, that, you know, the county broadened it, you know, which made some sense, but
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? I mean,
It's really not, it's like a mile outside, I mean, Green, the where he lives in Green, it's like,
no, I know,
Just
no, I just think,
fly
yeah,
us,
no, it's
so.
just, but I mean, I think on the other side of the coin, you're fortunate you have at least somebody who fills the requirement, because it sounds like there's no.
I have one employee in the building department, he's supposed to be three.
oh my goodness.
This brings me-
Same issues.
Yeah, this brings me up to two, that would be nice to have two in the
Right.
department.
Right, oh, yeah,
We're still looking for an electrical inspector, if anybody knows of
but that person would have to be an electrician then, right?
That one you do have to be,
So that's a major issue there.
that's not a waiver, that's a
Yeah.
requirement.
What's that one thing?
52.5,
You know, it might just, you know, it's like with the school district, sometimes you might be lucky if you get somebody who's like an electrician who's retired and almost would want second. kind of
Yeah,
job.
I think our problem with that, which I'm gonna address very soon, is that they probably don't. In a retirement status, don't wanna work for 40 hours.
They want them 40 hours a week,
We
right?
might have to offer that as part-time position, for a retiree.
Or two part-time positions, maybe or something.
I don't even know if it requires more than one part-time, but that's, you know, another,
Yeah,
coming up to budget season, things we could discuss as a city and say what's our best bang for our buck.
I'd keep it in full salary and then you get. Then you could
Just
just.
convert it to hourly and
Yeah.
say whatever number of hours you work at this rate is, you know,
Yeah.
what you get. And you don't need the benefits package if you're 65, so.
Right, you still city state.
It might fulfill everybody's needs.
Yeah, save some money, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's
All right.
accomplished the goal.
Well, good luck.
Appreciate your help. Thank you very much.
Take it easy.
Okay, thank you.
All right, then, we're on the same theme.
it's a theme, it's a theme.
Residency waiver for seasonal summer, fall tennis instructor. Did we approve this already?
Last
Yeah,
Last year,
Mhm.
okay, was that, okay, so what do we?
Same girl.
So we're doing it for this year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, because
This-
we rehire.
Right.
With seasonal.
Okay, so the tennis program, has it started yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so the same person, so we're just, okay, any questions on that?
no,
Anything, any thoughts? Is there a
I
motion?
make a motion.
Is it?
second.
All in favor? Aye.
And
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. That's kind of an easy one.
Yeah, it's 5 weeks
Where does she actually live?
in Brackney,
Oh, okay.
and her grandparents live in Binghamton. But I didn't say, hey, but your grandparents.
So they're not picking
No, it's good, I mean, it's gonna be
No,
honest.
absolutely, she's close, she's on a farm, like she has horses. But she's a college student who's an elementary education major who plays college tennis, so she's perfect. And she's
Right.
exactly what you want, feeling, because we have 30-something young kids. And then
Yeah, no, it's hard to find it. I mean, how are you doing with lifeguards? We able to staff up with lifeguards? That was always a problem.
Yeah, we're scraping by, especially since the county overpaid lifeguards this year.
Wow.
So. Well, we lost some of our kids.
You can imagine, sure.
Yeah.
The only thing convenient is if you're a city resident, work in city pools, it's pretty convenient.
So we get them from neighboring districts.
So you have to almost, yeah.
Are you seeing like, people that, you know, retirees, because I see it on the news where people are going back lifeguarding for the, just so their grandkids have someplace to
Yeah.
go.
We don't have any retirees.
Yeah. I was thinking of doing that.
Certification in college.
So give us that one, who we call it?
Yeah.
Somebody, I don't know how to win a jump on that channel.
Back part.
So there might be some days where one of the smaller pools will be full, right?
Yeah,
You
but
know,
that was always an issue. That was an issue years ago too. Like, it's hard to find, you know, certified lifeguards.
it is.
And
Especially
now
if
it's even more difficult.
they have to pay for the certification,
Right.
so you're. Yeah, you're kind of.
How much is that?
A couple $100.
That's
I
well,
actually found my card the other day, and I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Take care. All right, thanks.
You got it. Thank you.
And then the next one, item on the agenda is a new position for housing and community development specialist.
We used to have 3 full-time positions in the housing division, and now we just have 2.
plus the manager. We always had a housing caseworker, house supervisor, and then the housing coordinator. So this would be kind of bringing the housing caseworker position back and then adding additional responsibilities. We're not taking any from existing positions, mostly taking on some of the extra responsibilities our HUD administrator took on, Steve Carson. So it would be assisting him with the home and CDBG housing program responsibilities, pretty much, tracking the grants, submitting payment requests, applying for new grants, and then the community development aspect of it would be promoting our programs, because we don't have enough marketing of what resources we have available to homeowners primarily. It was recommended by we had a HUD audit, so our HUD administrator supported this decision and spoke with the mayor and said we really do need to bring someone in. And it will be 100% funded by CDBG. We don't lose enough of our admin. We're allowed, I think, 10%. We're allowed to use 10% of the admin. 10% of CDBG for admin expenses, and we don't use it. So it wouldn't affect the city's budget, but it would be so good to have this position as a coordinator for all of the housing programs, especially with the issues we're having with housing now. So one of the biggest programs we have is the home improvement projects that are funded through CDBG, home and AHC, which is a New York State grant. That's the one, we have a waiting list right now, 34 people. Income eligible homeowners can request a code inspection, and all the code violations are repaired by the city. And some of them are fairly extensive, leaking roofs, collapsing chimneys, because we have the older housing stock, and then those are expensive repairs for anybody, especially retired, low moderate income. So this position would pull, it would take some of the responsibilities that I've assumed also, because we just don't have anyone doing it. I run the AHC grant, I would do all the payment requests and approve all of the on-site inspections, and I'm applying for new funding. So it would just be, we need this position back.
So when was it eliminated, do you know?
It wasn't eliminated, it just wasn't filled.
It wasn't filled, then it wasn't filled, what happened? Was it taken out of the budget or just, so it wasn't left vacant in the budget, it was just taken
Unfunded.
unfunded, oh, it was left unfunded?
Yeah.
So it's kind of,
It's actually not in the budget, you're right, remember, we just got it in.
Oh, okay.
There's no position there.
but it's gonna be CDBG funded? Okay, so it's not, it doesn't affect.
And so
the tax.
this is the new title though,
So this,
a
okay,
housing and community development specialist, it used to
Okay.
be the housing caseworker, which
Okay.
is somewhat confusing to people. So this is a title I found City of Albany has, it's not filled now, it's not funded, but it's an existing CSEA title. So I thought, and the description, I still have from that and have from us and just combined the two.
so it's a similar position to what you had, but it's got broader responsibilities and it's still funded by CDBG budget. Okay.
Right.
All right, any thoughts or questions? You guys? Okay, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Excellent.
Do we have any, good luck?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes we are, sometimes we're not.
Sometimes it's easy when it makes sense.
Yeah, this is gonna be huge.
Well, good luck.
All right, thank you.
Good.
Now we got Harrison.
Any other new business? We need to know?
The only thing I wanted, the police officer exam announcement was put out June 20th, and that we do it for 30 days, and we were gonna, have it up tomorrow would be the deadline.
They're commercial.
Yeah, and we didn't really get it, like, we just extended it, so yesterday I extended
So
it.
nobody is
Another week.
interested in it?
I think today after it already being up, tomorrow's gonna be 30 days, we have what, 30?
All right.
So I extended another week to the 27th.
That's
So
fine. I was thinking instead of 2 weeks.
One person.
No,
We
we,
have like 30, they
Yeah,
just wanted
30
a lot
now.
more, so they wanted to extend it if we can maybe.
No, extend it, I mean, extend it.
Yeah. We're trying to get as many as I think they can.
Right.
We have like 30 something.
And then how many positions are still open in the police department? Like,
And I had on the radio about it.
yesterday, I thought it said 23.
Yeah, I have 23.
Yeah. It is.
wow.
So we're hoping to close about 50 to 60 people.
Well, hopefully, yeah, well, even if you can.
Roll up, roll up.
Even if you can fill half those positions, that would be a big step in the right direction. A lot of vacancies
It is.
for the city.
They have to work with training those recruits before they get.
Well, as you know, and that's why it's a big pool, because
Well, that's what Chuck
they gotta
said.
pass the physical and then they have to go to the academy and
It's
you
like
always, you
that.
always lose
Yeah, but
people at the academy, you know, there's always.
Drop-off.
Men and women that fall out.
But you lose so many just to be Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. A kid across the street from me. He's being hired by Johnson City and he lives in Binghamton. I should have asked why. And why is he outside?
We see
next
that a
time?
lot, we don't know why people don't work here. But they seem to go.
Well, yeah, because they canvassed, so they came to our house and asked questions about him and, you know, he's fine. And, but I meant to ask. Why
Yeah,
are you going to
there's
Johnson
openings
City
here,
right here in
obviously.
Binghamton?
Yeah. Yeah, unless they think Johnson City is quieter for some reason, or it's different,
Oh my God.
but I don't think that's necessarily the case.
No, I don't think so
No.
either. We see them.
Yeah, I think we're way more about stuff, I'm in JC. No, I'd say no.
Yeah, I'd say if you have to extend it even another week, go ahead, just to try to, yeah, just to try to see what you can pull in, because there's just so much. Well, you have to pass a test first, that's the first step. And so is that requirement still in place? It's not anymore, you have to live in the city or anything to get hired, right?
No, they're the same, for county.
Yes, it from
Yeah.
county, yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
All right, guess we're all set then. Is there a motion?
Otherwise, we're lucky to be at 5.
I think they have 2 meetings next month. I'm going, so I have August 9th is gonna be our next one.
I'm not gonna be here.
What's the next one after the 9th?
August 23rd.
I might
The
not-
9th and the 23rd.
And the nine,
I'll be here, yes,
yeah, I'm gonna be away.
I'll be here on the 9th. Will you be here on the 9th?
I will.
Okay, we'll be here on the 9th.
I can call in.
And what was the other one, the 9th and the?
23rd. I won't be here that. Will you guys be here? on
I'm
the
going
23rd?
away next week, so I'll be here.
You'll be here on the 23rd.
Um,
Now we can move that one.
yeah, I'll be here.
All right,
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it.
all right, so we'll see you guys we'll see you on August 9th then.
Are you gonna call in?
I could call in if you want me to.
Or Zoom in? Check.
Yeah, I could zoom in, yeah.
Yeah, but is she allowed to, on the new rules?
Didn't we-
Well, if I can't,
didn't
just
we-
email me. and
Alright.
let me
Didn't
know.
we just do that like 2 meetings ago?
Well,
No.
medical.
No.
It's
Medical,
Medical.
yeah, medical or
For that, we might have done all.
for her.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Don't worry about it, we'll be
Look at it.
I feel bad. I must all
there.
be
What are you gonna do?
I put Band-Aids over it when I lay on.
Just try to, as long as we got two, if not, we just need to change the meeting date. We got to change something. Okay, we have a motion to adjourn, the motion second, all in favor? Aye, okay, thank you.
How much are you? Practically well.